Hello, and welcome to 7th grade Curriculum Night. My name is Jim Allard, and I teach 7th grade science and social studies. I wanted to start by thanking you for taking time out of your schedule to be a part of Benjamin's Curriculum Night. Benjamin is a very special school district, and an essential part of that is the commitment and efforts of parents and teachers working together. As we work in partnership, it sends a strong message to students about the importance and priority of education. In 7th grade science, we cover many topics. Our first unit of study is the scientific method. In almost every science course, this is the first topic to study. The scientific method forms the foundation for scientists to create and conduct experiments that are repeatable, reliable, and objective. With a scientific framework, data collected from experiments provides scientists with the opportunity to learn. Our focus will be on to develop our understanding of the steps and be able to utilize the steps within an experiment. We will also be studying weather by learning about the Earth's atmosphere and how it continually changes. The understanding of how those changes in the atmosphere lead to the formation of different types of weather, ultimately giving meteorologists the information needed to predict weather patterns and storms. Students will also explore plate tectonics, learning about the compositional and structural layers of the Earth, understanding how the layers and their different characteristics produce plate movement that create earthquakes, volcanoes, and tsunamis. As scientists have learned more about the Earth, it has led to many theories about how the Earth has changed in the past, present, and will continue to change in the future. We will also investigate chemistry. Students will develop an understanding of how physical and chemical properties are used to help distinguish different types of matter and how matter changes. We will learn about chemical formulas for compounds and molecules, and how chemical equations are used to express how matter has changed. Students will learn how to balance equations. Finally, students will learn about the periodic table, including element symbols, and how the mass number and atomic number provide information about an atom's subatomic particles and structure. Finally, a design unit, using a system of criteria and constraints to design a product or experiment. Students will examine the designs and analyze data in order to make improvements, while ultimately designing and testing their own experiments. Canvas. It is my goal to update Canvas daily. What you can expect to find on my Canvas homepage is a section called In Class. Here I will note what we learned, worked on, or completed in class. Not that I'm saying everyone sits around the table talking about science, but if you ever ask your son or daughter what they learned and the response is nothing, Canvas will always have what we learned. This can also be a great resource for a student who has missed class. The second section is homework, where any current homework assignments along with due dates will be listed. The final section is dates, links, and interesting stuff. Here you will find upcoming dates, links to study materials and resources, handouts, and classroom notes. Additionally, daily Zoom links will be posted in Canvas for both daily classes and the Check for Understanding sessions. Within Canvas, students can and are encouraged to send teachers messages if they have questions or need help. In class, we have demonstrated and discussed the importance of messaging teachers and responding to messages when needed. Finally, as a parent, I encourage you to sign up as an observer in your son or daughter's Canvas courses. In 7th grade science, I utilize Check for Understandings. This is not to be confused with the Check for Understanding sessions that occur at the end of each remote learning day, which happen to go by the same name. After learning a new topic, students take a Check for Understanding. A Check for Understanding in science is taken in Canvas and typically consists of 10 multiple choice questions. Regardless of the number of questions, all Check for Understandings will be scaled to 5 points in Power School. If a student earns less than 100%, they will always have the opportunity to retake a similar but not identical Check for Understanding for a new score. Prior to retaking a Check for Understanding, students are encouraged to ask questions, review previous Check for Understandings, and study appropriate notes. The goal of a Check for Understanding is to provide students, parent, and teacher with a snapshot of their understanding of a recently learned topic, rather than getting to a larger assessment and realizing there are major concepts I don't understand. All major assessments will be announced 1 week in advance, and the date will be written in Canvas under dates, links, and interesting stuff. If a student says they didn't know about the test, that's not true. Additionally, study guides, flashcards will be posted in Canvas to support studying. A study guide is not homework, but it's meant to inform students of what they need to know or be able to do in order to be successful. In the event that a student earns a failing grade on an assessment below 70%, they will be able to retake the assessment and earn a 70%. Anytime a student needs help studying, they are encouraged to attend the help session set aside at the end of each remote learning day, or send me a message in Canvas. When we return to in person instruction, I'll explore the option of offering morning study groups prior to assessments. Grades in Power School. For daily homework assignments, grades are typically posted within a couple of days. Of course, assessments and lab reports, which take longer to grade, will take longer to enter into Power School. All late and/or missing assignments will be noted in Power School for both you and students to see. For a late, partially completed, or redo assignment, I will add a message in Power School that can be found by clicking on the individual assignment grade. When assignments are missing, I commonly plug in a 0 until the assignment has been submitted. Rather than wait till the end of the trimester, I want a student to be reminded of the missing assignment and see the impact on their grade. Homework. My late work policy is a little unique. Each day an assignment is late, 10% will be deducted. Any assignment can be handed in up until the end of the unit assessment. The maximum amount of points that can be lost due to lateness is 50%. Typically, most students are not submitting late assignments, but I want them to know that all assignments have value, and while a 50% might not be a good grade, it is much better than a 0. With the unique start of the school year, I know things will continue to change as I attempt to improve and do what's best to help students succeed. I look forward to learning and getting to know your son or daughter. If you ever have a question or concern, please do not hesitate to contact me. My new email address is jallard@benjamin25.org. Any email address ending in bendis25 rather than benjamin25 is a part of the old email system. Once again, thank you for taking the opportunity to be a part of Curriculum Night. It sends a powerful message about the importance of education. I look forward to working with you and your child this year.